Hello, and welcome back to our first One Voice Live of the year 2020. I hope you all had a wonderful new year, and I hope you are chugging along with your resolutions. And if you haven't, just get back on the horse. You know, there's still plenty of the year left. So a few things before we get started. First of all, our very own One Voice coach, Jackson Perrin, just got Masterclass certified. We are so excited for him. He worked so hard. So if you are looking to book a One Voice Masterclass, you can do that on our website at Sing One Voice. So Jackson can come to your school, your theater, your town, and talk more in depth about the One Voice theories. And, last thing before we get started, we are no longer answering questions on YouTube Live, on One Voice Live. We're going to answer them on Instagram in a thing we're going to do called Quick Questions. And so go ahead and DM us any questions you have on Instagram, and we can answer those questions there. Okay, so today I'm super excited. We're doing our first interview with a One Voicer and working actor. Today we're having on the show Junior Gomez. A few things about Junior Gomez. He wanted to be in the NBA, but due to a lack of physical skill, he decided not to. He has twin sisters who taught him everything he knows. He's a self-proclaimed rapper by day and video gamer by night, and he wants you to add him on his Xbox account, gmoneyjr. That's the letter G, the word money, JR, gmoneyjr. So let's bring him on. Junior, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Great,
Happy
come on
to be
over.
here.
Come on over, Junior.
Please.
This is a really exciting day because this is our very first in-person One Voice Live interview.
Yep, I'm the first one.
So, Junior, thank you for being here.
No big deal. Happy to be here.
I would love to start off by actually asking you, do you have a New Year's resolution that you'd like to share with us?
Ooh!
We're also drinking Dunkin'. Cheers.
Cheers. Decaf. My New Year's resolution is to thrive. That's a word that keeps coming up. So,
What does that
I want to
mean?
thrive. Professionally, I want to thrive and just have fun and bring as much joy as I can to the work.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
We love that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk to Junior about how One Voice has affected his professional life as a singer and actor. So are you ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Great. First question. Junior, how did you get into singing?
Ooh, I started when I was 7 years old.
Ooh.
I auditioned for Oklahoma the musical. My sisters forced me. I didn't want to do it.
The twin sisters.
My twin sisters that were in the intro. That taught me everything I know.
Yes.
Love you guys. They're probably watching.
Aw.
No big deal. But yeah, I auditioned for Oklahoma. Didn't want to do it. I was horrible, but there was like no boys that auditioned. So that's how I got in.
Tale as old as time.
Literally. And then I did every production basically until I was 18 there.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up with like 20 productions.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What did you book in Oklahoma? Who were you?
This is confusing. I was cast as a cowboy.
Okay.
You know? Like, the farmer and the cowman, that whole thing. I was a farmer.
Oh.
The cowman, well, I was a farmer. This is the thing. I was a farmer, but I had a cowboy costume. And I was on the farmer's side.
Ooh.
But I was literally dressed up like a sheriff's, like, you know what I mean?
Dramaturgy department?
Anyone?
Anybody?
Yeah, no, so, yeah,
Okay.
they didn't look at that.
Okay.
So
Well,
there it is.
we'll cut that out.
Anyway,
What was singing like for you before One Voice?
it was a struggle. It was tough. Yeah, I mean, it was, I had, like, no, like, guidance, really, other than when I was, like, 13, my voice just, like, broke, essentially. I went to my vocal teacher at the time, and I was like, please help me. I need help. I'm auditioning for all these musicals, and I would get cast as the lead, but I wouldn't be able to sing it.
Stop bragging.
I know. But I wasn't able to sing. I wasn't able to sing it,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was super, super frustrating. And I guess like life before One Voice was just very upsetting. Truly,
Sad.
Michael Maresca's the best, and Marquis, love you guys.
Aw,
Yeah.
I love them. Remember that time you like jumped over a chair?
Yeah, I
Can we
remember
go back
that.
to
Do you want to do that again?
No,
Should we go back to one?
Maybe at the end.
Back to one?
Maybe at the end.
Okay.
Maybe at the end.
Hello.
Initial reaction when you first heard about One Voice.
I was extremely happy. I love the possibility of it
Mm-hmm.
and the idea of it. And it just got me really excited. Because I knew I could do it, but Michael finally put it into terms and words.
That's what's so cool to me about your story is you, very much like Michael, you had this innate feeling of like, I know this is possible,
Yeah.
which I feel like I did not have. I had the idea that like, okay, if I can't do it, then I can't do it, and I just wasn't born with it. But you,
What was your
down,
natural skill level before One Voice?
It was like hit or miss. Like I could belt and I sang classically, but there were like some songs for whatever reason that like some days I could do them, some days I couldn't. And so to me, it was like I was always faking it just a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yeah, that's exactly what the viewers needed. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have this idea that like I know I could do it. It was just like crap. Like I'm an imposter.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
True story.
But did you have a lot of confidence? Because you're a very confident person.
Thank you. As a singer, no, I've always been terrified.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But this isn't my interview. This is not my interview.
Yeah, you're right. This is my time.
I appreciate you for asking.
Yeah.
Biggest improvement since One Voice?
Wow. Being able to sing songs, to be honest. No, but the confidence to go into auditions, yeah, and how to prepare properly. But no, to be honest, literally just to be able to sing songs. Like my middle was completely not there. I was just pushing all the time, my chest voice, and I've never really had a consistent heavyweight. So, yeah, that's how.
Yeah, so describe what you had access to, because this is also interesting.
It's very interesting. I had just chest coordination. Really just loud, and then I had head coordination like Christine Daae, Phantom of the Opera, and I had no in between. So either I was playing Christine or nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's really nothing in this side that I
Did you actually utilize your head coordination?
Never, only when I would warm up vocally.
Cool. Because you
So
gotta touch it.
literally, I was like, gotta make sure I have it still. You know?
That's so good.
I know. It's so pointless.
Yeah, that's
nothing you could do there.
That's also so
it's a good
interesting.
party trick.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like in the world of conventional singing, it's like what would you even classify you as? Because you couldn't sing tenor songs, but you had a range way above that.
Soprano.
Really? Is that
Soprano 1?
Get out.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so how has One Voice come to play in your professional life?
I think we were talking about this in the pre-interview, the pre-content.
Uh-huh.
But like as an actor going into auditions, when required to like do a heavy emotional scene, sometimes you have to yell. So being able to warm up properly and practice that, so I feel confident and comfortable and everything's healthy before I go into the audition, whether it's a play or a musical.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So it's helpful for both, pretty much all mediums.
Will you tell the Hairspray story?
I would love to tell the Hairspray story. You like that story?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I was Link Larkin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no big deal. I don't want to brag, but no, Link. So I was Link, and my high school director, who shall not be named, basically low-key bullied me. And at this time, like I was explaining earlier on in the interview, my voice was broken at this time. So I'd get cast as the leads, but I couldn't be able to sing it. And so it was the first invited like band rehearsal. We're all like on stage. All my friends are watching. And I do my infamous number, It Takes Two.
And this is when you have chest, head, no middle coordination.
Barely had chest. I mean, it was bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. So anyway, the beginning of the number starts. It's like boom, and I'm supposed to be like this, very confident guy, and I'm not very confident at this moment. And then I'm literally, as soon as I like say the first word, my high school band, like the high school guy, was like, no, stop, Junior. Every time you crack, we're gonna go back to the beginning of the song. So then the band would reset. They'd start it, and then I like turn around, and then I'd start singing until like I cracked like a little bit, or like something wasn't like that comfortable. He'd be like, stop, and so this happened like he redid it maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I'd have to reset, and this is in front of like all my best friends, and it was really embarrassing. And then he was like, okay, go next to the band director. We're gonna lower the key. And then, of course, as a singer,
like the shame of all shame.
And I had to like walk down the stairs and like walk next to the band director, and I was like, "This is the worst day of my life." And then I sang it, and then like I've never felt that much anxiety before in my life, and I was just like, my whole body was so tense, and I was like, "Oh!" And then I sang it lowered, and then he made me do it again, another key lower, so it was like a step lower at this point, and I was so embarrassed, I wanted to run away.
Oh my!
And I didn't though, and I don't know why I didn't, but that was junior year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah. And then for whatever reason, I majored in musical theater.
Yeah.
Because I was so fearful of it. And singing and getting up in front of people.
So then you majored in it?
For whatever reason, I was like, that's a good decision.
Wow.
It was what I was best at the time.
You didn't tell, the first time you told me that story, you didn't tell me that
Really?
he had, that he made you restart every time you cracked.
Oh, yeah, I was bad.
Because you wanted to crack. Like, obviously.
That was my choice. I wanted to be bad.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, no, it was really traumatizing.
Oh my God.
But I'm so grateful I found Michael and Caitlin, and it really did change my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so
This
talk
is
about how has One Voice affected that stuff that you dealt with in high school?
That stuff.
That
that like situation, the junk that you honestly, just like how open Michael was and Marquis, just in our lessons and me telling them this story and just understanding, like, I really also needed like vocal help and guidance. Because I had no issue when I was younger with singing because I knew I could do it. Right? So I'm very confident when I know I can do something. But it was having to go up there and not feeling super confident. Of course, I get nervous and everything, like anyone would. And then I got shamed publicly. So that was a whole other situation that sucked. Yeah. So like whether it was like auditions or going to class, I'd feel very nervous. So to be honest, a lot of the lessons was just like talking and just being open about what happened and like healing from it.
Yeah, totally.
Which is beautiful that they allowed that space. And then in addition to actually like giving me the tools to succeed and really like work on my voice and like get it healthy. Because again, I really didn't have much access to middle at all. Just like extreme head and then like really low chest. And I could scream, but not very high. I'd be like, you know what I mean?
So
that was good though.
What's happening with middle these days, if you don't mind me asking?
Middle, I have like this mid-weight that I've used publicly, which has been dope because I'd never had it before. So yeah, I just use that. That's kind of still like a new car. But I'm getting much more confident with it publicly and performing and everything. Yeah, that's where it's at now.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Has it ever been difficult straddling the world of One Voice and the world of conventional singing for you?
It has not, because I'm able to kind of adapt what people are telling me. So there hasn't really been an issue.
That's
ever.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is great.
Is there any advice you have for One Voicers who are struggling between those worlds?
Always,
that's a new question.
That is a new question. How dare you? This wasn't in the pre-interview.
Well, I warned you.
What is the question? Can you repeat it while I sip this?
Yeah, so you have found a way to translate what people are asking for into your One Voice knowledge.
Yes.
So you have control over your voice and you understand how to make adjustments.
Correct.
For One Voicers out there who maybe haven't figured that out or are struggling with it, do you have any advice for them?
I have no advice. Next question. I have no advice.
Great. Okay. Well, my next question is, what advice do you have for One Voicers and singers, just in general? Any advice as singers?
To remain curious and keep growing, and basically the whole thing about One Voice is being like, I don't know, like everything is possible. So continuing to never like be set on your ways and always open to learning.
That's amazing.
That was incredible advice.
It honestly was.
That was unbelievable.
Remain curious is like some of the best advice you can have just in life in general.
Yeah.
But especially, I feel, in singing.
Yeah.
I think curiosity is something that is lacking.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that's what I love about One Voice. It's revolutionary in that way. Yeah. Continuing to ask questions.
Agreed.
Love it.
Junior, anything else you want to add to about your singing journey, One Voice? Anything?
I feel like we touched on everything we needed to.
Great. I agree.
You know what I mean?
Okay, now it's time for some fun. We are going to play a game called Getting to Know You. Okay, so Junior, you can't cheat because I have these questions.
I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know the questions at all. So these may be really bad answers.
The name of the game is I'm going to ask Junior questions, and he has to answer as quickly and honestly as possible. Oh. And if you don't answer quickly enough, I'm going to move on to the next question.
Really? Like how much time do I have?
However much I decide you do.
Wow.
Yeah, I am.
Next.
I am the master of this game.
Okay.
Okay, so don't cheat because
I'm not looking. I'm not gonna look.
I stole these questions from
Angle myself.
the Vogue 73 question things because they're like really great. So here we go.
All right, here we go.
But I'm only doing like 30 or so. Okay, you ready?
That's still a lot. Yeah.
I know, but we're gonna go fast.
Okay.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited about life are you right now?
10.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
Hashtag blessed.
If you could do a movie scene with anyone, who would it be?
Robert De Niro.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
They know everything they need to know.
What's your wake up ritual?
My meditation.
What's your go to bed ritual?
Sadly, just like watching inspirational YouTube videos.
Sadly.
Because I wish I was off my phone.
What's your favorite time of day?
Afternoon.
What's one thing no one knows about you?
Everyone knows what they need to know.
Dream country to visit?
France.
What's the biggest surprise you've had?
Biggest surprise I've had is these questions.
Vintage or new?
Vintage.
Who do you want to write your obituary?
You.
Style icon?
Dwayne Wade.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
I can't live without water, food, or a house.
What 3 people, living or dead, would you like to make dinner for?
Next question.
Biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear in life, not having enough time.
Window or aisle seat?
Aisle all day because I love to pee and it gives me anxiety when I'm sitting next to the window and I don't understand people who get window seats. It makes no sense. It makes no
Current
sense.
TV obsession?
Sex education.
Favorite app?
My favorite app is Instagram.
Secret talent?
Secret talent. I can give a Robert De Niro face, which I will face the camera and do that now.
Most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
This interview.
How would you define yourself in 3 words?
3 words. Lit, yeet, and amazing.
Favorite piece of clothing you own?
Probably these joggers.
Must have clothing item everyone should have.
What do you mean by that?
Superpower you would want.
Superpower, I would love to fly.
What's inspiring you in life right now?
The potential of myself.
Best piece of advice you've received?
Best piece of advice I received earlier that I said in the interview, what I said earlier.
Best advice you'd give your teenage self?
Relax.
A book that everyone should read?
It's All in Your Head by Russ. He's my favorite rapper. He's amazing.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Not to take life so seriously, so like whatever.
How do you define beauty?
Within.
Best way to rest?
Meditation.
Favorite place to view art?
A museum?
If your life were a song, what would the title be?
I'm sorry?
If your life were a song, what would the title be?
If I applied for a song, what are you saying?
If you could master one instrument, what would it be?
Oh, if I could master an instrument, that's easy. Oh, the violin.
If you had a tattoo, where would it be? Last one.
I already have.
If you had a new one, where would it be?
I don't know.
And that's all the time we have.
Oh,
all right.
man.
Wow, well done. I feel like you did really well.
Do you actually think I did?
I do.
Wow.
Do you think you did?
I think I did. It was fun. I'm excited to look back.
I'm really excited to watch that later.
This is gonna be
I
fun.
only like half heard because I was reading it.
Yeah, because you're like...
Literally, I was like... I think my job was harder than your job, personally.
Okay.
Junior, this was so much fun.
This was amazing.
Oh, plug yourself.
Instagram. Look me up. It's going to be in the description below. Are you actually going to do that?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, it's in the description below, but on Insta.
On Instagram, is there anything else you would like to tell us about? Any projects you're working on?
I have a film company now with my buddy Chase Crandall.
That's very cool.
I can't say the name and I can't say what we're working on because it's #secret, but look out for that. I'll put it on my Insta.
Great. Awesome. Mental Health Mondays? Are you doing those anymore?
I'm not really. So
great. So
let's
never
just
mind.
move on from that.
That never happened.
That never happened.
Junior,
Sorry about that.
Thank you so much for being here.
My goodness, it was my pleasure.
My goodness.
Come on.
Next week, another One Voice Live, same time, same place on YouTube Live, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. CT, 7:30 p.m. ET. We will see you there. Thank you for watching One Voice Live. Catch you later.
Woo! Woo!